The mayor of Toronto, Rob Ford, he's recently declared that he's sober as a judge. I know a lot of judges that ain't so sober, but I do wish him well, and I gotta say, even if he starts drinking again, I'd rather have a drunk conservative any day versus a sober liberal. Just sharing with ya. Did you know that the swastika is actually made up of two S's, and the S's stand for socialism? I didn't know that until just recently. Kind of an interesting story. Captain America, his shield now will be taken up by a man by the name of Sam Wilson, who is African American. He's black. I wonder why. Why he's black? Maybe because he had black parents. That's not what I meant. I wonder why they're changing it after so many decades of having a white Captain America. What's the point? I don't know. Don't understand. I don't know that it matters. Just sharing with you. Archie Andrews, he's a red-headed comic book icon. And you know, this too has changed. I mean, what's up with that? People have enjoyed the comic for so many years. And now they have an installment of Life with Archie, and it's a spin-off, and it's showing that people get killed, and Archie's friends are homosexual, blah, 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 blah. Goes on, and what a message. It's really changed. I think they should have just stuck to the old-fashioned entertainment. California, all the whacks in California, the inmates are still kind of in charge of, you know, the asylum, right? And it's experiencing the worst drought now that it's had in more than a century, and there's fines that have been introduced of $500 a day for citizens if you deemed rather to be wasting water. So if you put too much water on your grass, you're going to get a ticket. And they got these guys, new people they've hired, of course, to go driving around and looking at people's lawns and see if there's water coming out, and then they're going to charge you. Okay, you got all of that? Now, here's a man and his wife. Their names are Michael and Laura Corti, and they live in California, and they let their lawn turn brown because they weren't watering it because of that law that I just mentioned to you. And another fella came by working for Citizen. He ain't a citizen, he works for the government. He said, hey, your lawn's dead. How dare you? You're supposed to water your grass, and he gave him a $500 fine. Despite the water conservation efforts, we wish to remind you that limited watering is a must. You got to keep the landscaping looking healthy and green. Oh boy, I mean, who do you talk to? Who do you believe? I mean, son of a gun, it's a complicated place to live in California. Here, this is in Washington State. A convicted child molester and rapist. He's a bad guy. I mean, just a terrible human. He recently went to jail. And while in jail, he was raped by another inmate. And he says, you know, I suffer from this. I have severe emotional distress, including nightmares and anxiety, because of being raped in jail. And he's now suing the state of Washington. He says, hey, this isn't very nice, and I want a whole bunch of money because it's not nice to be raped. And he's raped all kinds of people, and they're all children. What does that do to you? What do you want to do to him? I know. That's another day and another show. You just get the vision. You all come back tomorrow. We're going to have more for you from the right. See ya.